I'm Richard from Hangzhou Foreign Languages School. Have you ever heard of Moso minority group, the only matriarchal people in China mainland? Well, actually, the first time that I have heard of a minority group that is matriarchal, I will think about their unique culture, their unique social traditions, and unique religion, and etc. And that's why I have done a research near Lugu Lake, where the Moso people lived. I found the most interesting of their culture was a convention called male leaving marriage. The Moso woman could have babies with Moso men, but they don't raise their children together. But Moso women raise their children with their brothers, the children's uncles. So actually there's no such official acknowledged marriage in Moso society. After the interview with a typical Moso woman, Xiu Bin, I found myself really interested in the Moso culture. However, I also found a serious problem: the conflict between Moso society or the minority society with the modern society or the majority society. For example, Xiu Bin graduated from her college in 2017 and she got an offer soon after to work in a public school near the Moso village. However, she was informed several days later that she could not work there because she didn't have a hukou, which is a certificate given by Chinese government to name you as a legal Chinese citizen. But if you want to get a hukou, you have to get legally married parents. So actually, no Moso people could get a hukou because their parents are not legally married. And that's why Xiu Bin had to go back to the village and find her parents to get married. How ridiculous, isn't it? This country has established for more than 70 years, but these conflicts still cannot be solved. Actually, there are 56 officially acknowledged ethnic groups in China, but Moso was not listed on it. In the past 30 years, China has imposed a serious uniformity in laws and policies regarding its people in order to achieve fast development. But consider this: 91% of its people is Han people, which means that all the policies and regulations are catered to their needs, and so does the mainstream culture. As a result, the Moso teenagers were impacted by the modern culture because all their friends and their classmates at school are all Han people and they all share Han culture. So the Moso people were no longer willing to learn their own culture and language because they have to fit in the modern society. What a pity, isn't it? I can still remember one sentence from Xiu Bin that goes, "It's not our fault. It's not Chinese government's fault. It's not everyone's fault. But I just don't want our culture to die out." Now China has been developing faster and faster and better because we have the aid of high technology. However, high technology cannot solve all the problems, especially these problems related to minority groups. So then we have to learn humanities that exactly stand at a crossroad of past and future. It is us, the teenagers, that are responsible for learning the culture of the minorities and then try to think about a way how to fit their culture into our society. Because their culture is also very treasured and very precious, and we have to learn from them. They are also part of our society. We have to accept them. Thus, we have to pay real respect to them and make new laws according to their own culture and then legalize their traditions. Besides, I believe the case of Moso society is not only happening in China, it also happens in all over the world. At the time being, the traditional ways of living is colliding with the modern society. Rather than excluding all the minority culture or the past culture out of the world, we have to remember one thing: diversity makes the world better. The minority culture should not perish from the earth. Their voice should always be heard. Thank you very much.